All right, so Invincible season 2, episode 1. So let's. You want to give our scores for it? Let's see. What did I? I think I gave this. I'll give my score first. I think I gave this one a 9. I thought it was a really good opening to the season.
I that's exactly what I'm going to give the 9 to.
Yep, I see room for like it getting better or like more stuff happening, but like as an opening episode, it was great to get back into it. Like reminded us of some stuff. It like
Yep.
showed the weight of what has happened on like Mark and his mom and just the world,
hmm
like seeing the newscast. And yeah, it was a good way to see the repercussions of what's happened, and I liked it a lot.
Yeah, yeah. I did too. And I mean, I guess spoiler alert. I guess we can't really say anything else without spoiling it. But as far and the animation looked really good, I thought too.
Yeah, it was very good.
Like there are scenes like when they're when his mom is in the kitchen talking and the lighting. It just looks like really good like
Yeah.
animation, which I guess it did take 2 years to do. So
Yeah. Yeah.
um,
I hope it's good.
yeah, this show is freaking like this is good writing right here. Screw Loki. Like
This was very good writing.
I I care about the characters here, and the characters are interesting, and we're not just going in a loop in a circle. We're actually progressing story, and I know things from the first season are going to come back into this season, and
Yep.
like things they've hinted, they've cliffhanged on some episodes. Like right? You know that alien species that astronaut brought back in the first season is going to come back, right?
Yep,
Remember
they'll
the
show
team?
up. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
Um,
lot of threads that they're setting up.
see, that's good storytelling, man. And you know what the greatest part is like is the season isn't like the big bad. Let's just get into spoilers now. Spoiler.
Yep.
It's not even it's not. I don't. Even, it's not even Candyman. Like they're not trying to continue on that. Like overdo that. They're kind of letting that sit, like you
Yeah.
said, and like sit there and freaking marinate with Mark's thoughts and the world and everything. And
Yeah.
in the meantime, we're getting another villain, which is very interesting villain, right? He's a good guy. He doesn't want to hurt anyone, but then he gets the minds of all his other variants or whatever,
Yep.
and it just makes his mind go crazy and hate Invincible. Like
Yeah, I thought that was a
that
cool way
that
to
was
set up a
interesting
new villain. Yeah.
because it's not like I feel like there's a chance of him not we're being good again. Once his mind is he gets control of his mind, but at that point you see other views, like seeing all these other views, even if you understand they're not your views, does it
Yeah,
still change your
especially with
mind?
that line of like I think one of the Mahler twins said like, "Oh, you don't know which one is the real you or can't remember which
Yeah.
memories are yours."
Mhm.
Like that could make someone go a little crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's like, I'm very curious if he'll get a grasp of that. Like, of what is his and what isn't. But even if he does he still like feel like he hates Invincible because he sees what he's become in other places?
True. Yeah.
Like, I'm very curious how that's going to play out.
Yeah.
Um, and I loved how they kept saying Invincible's name,
Oh
but
my
like
god, I know.
I was like from the title screen.
Yeah.
They were purposely doing that too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they
They
were
were
for
definitely
sure.
purposely doing that
Like
because they would
every
pause for a
time they
second.
paused, yeah, they're like just that little pause, I kept expecting it to happen like, "Oh, is this the screen?" And then they finally did it at the end and it was almost like cathartic like, "Ah, finally."
I know, yes, finally. Oh,
I thought that was
um,
a funny way to do it.
but I liked. I mean, you had the returning people, like you said, Rex, and I like. What was his name? It was in the quiz. The guy that Immortal.
Yeah, the immortal.
That's kind of an interesting aspect too, because he doesn't trust Invincible, but like understandably, and he's like now the new leader or the leader again of like
Yeah.
Guardians of the Globe. And
Yep,
then you even
that's
have like
interesting.
Robot, his little arc where he's in a body now and
So
he's
he's like freaking out a little bit in combat. Yeah.
yeah, so like even he has a little side story that's interesting, and of course he likes what's her name, Reef's girl or whatever in their
Yep.
relationship, and I mean, Rex is Rex.
Yeah, he's funny. He's an asshole, but he's funny.
Um, yeah, he's hilarious. And then you got Cecil, which like I can never tell with that guy. Is he good or bad? Does he want what's best for
Yeah, I
like
don't
Invincible?
know.
It didn't seem
That's
like he did. Like it seemed like he was more of like, well, we ain't making the mistake again. Like what he said, keeping him
yeah,
on short leash.
that same mistake with Omni-Man. Yeah,
So I think he is a good guy in the sense of like he cares about Earth and humans.
right. Who knows
But
if he
that
has
so
Mark's
he
best interest or whatever? But
yeah, exactly. Which still makes him an interesting character because like we like Mark, of course, and we
yeah,
understand him, but I could see where was it Cecil or I
yeah,
see where
Cecil.
he's coming from.
Yep.
See, this is just good freaking writing, man.
I thought the
Screw
opening
Loki.
was really interesting with like seeing that evil Mark
Yeah.
was like almost bone chilling how he still was kind of like cracking up, like cracking wise and making jokes, but then like doing
Uh-huh.
heinous horrible stuff was that was pretty
Yeah, like he
crazy
snapped
to
her neck
see.
or whatever.
Yeah, he's like,
He
"Oh, I
snapped
didn't kill her. She's
he's
just
like, I didn't kill
paralyzed."
her.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh Jesus Christ, that's like that's worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
like, like jeez.
Yeah.
And also yeah, what's her name? I don't remember her name right now. Where he snapped her neck.
Adam
His
Eve.
old girlfriend or girlfriend, Adam Eve.
Yeah.
She's interesting too. Did you watch her like standalone episode or whatever?
I don't think
Yeah, like
so.
a little
God,
standalone 40-minute episode.
Amazon needs to
Where it
advertise their
goes,
stuff better. Jesus.
I know it goes
Oh
like
my
into like
god.
her background, how she got her powers and stuff.
Okay. I think I
And
saw some of that
so
in the recap I watched, but I didn't go and watch the actual
okay,
episode.
where it's like, yeah, I won't spoil it if you want to watch it. But so like
Yeah.
she's an interesting character, and also so the twins guys, the bad guys, what are their names?
The Mahler twins?
Yeah, they cracked me up because
Yeah, they're
at
funny.
first I was like, "Oh, they're someone's really using them again." And then like he said that he's
Yeah,
like,
he literally
"I've
said
been
it.
used before." I'm like, "Okay, that's funny." That was going to be a complaint about it again. I'm like, "Really?" But then he said it like, "Okay, I
Yeah.
accept."
At least they're
So what do
acknowledging
you
it.
think of the? Yeah, exactly. At least they're acknowledging it, and it makes sense with their power how like this guy would need him.
Yeah.
But I kind of liked how like he at the end there where they're fighting, he's like, "You use different versions of us. You said we were special." Like,
Yeah, yep.
so how do you feel about the villain? Like his powers of going in between dimensions.
I think it opens up a lot of like stuff that could happen. Just seeing that evil Mark and like I don't know. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be really interesting. I like how the character was super like pacifist and then, obviously had something happen that could change that. But yeah, I think it
Mm-hmm.
was a good villain origin. I liked the character.
I do
I
too.
liked the dude. I was like, "Oh, he has pretty cool like him talking about the millions of Shakespeare's we haven't read and like he had a decent vision at first, but we'll see how it turns out."
Tell like at the very beginning, you saw the portal. We didn't know what it
Yeah.
was when the
Mhm.
Omni Man and Mark were like, "Oh, what was that? I don't care. I'm hungry." But now we obviously know it was just a guy pulling him out of that
Yep.
universe
Yeah, that
or
was cool.
whatever.
I also thought the voice
So,
actor for that guy was really good, and like everybody in the voice
mhm.
acting in this show is amazing. Like I love J.K. Simmons; he's great as Omni Man. You mentioned one of the voice actors,
uh,
Ross Marquand,
uh,
or is that
yeah,
he's a good voice
they for
actor? He
yeah
plays
for Immortal.
yeah the Immortal. Yep.
Hmm. Yeah, he plays what's his face in The Walking Dead.
Yeah, I forget his name, but
I don't remember his name,
yeah, he's a really good
but
voice actor too.
and of course uh, Steven Yeun his
Yeah.
name in a blend.
Yep.
He perfect.
He's
Like
good.
you're right,
Yep.
voice acting for all these characters are great. Like see, that's I guess what I like about this show and this universe already is you're right. Season one did such a good job about doing like threads of different plot lines I think could
Mm-hmm.
bring back throughout the show. And I feel like when the show does that, especially animation, like it makes it so interesting because you could be in season 3 and be like, oh yeah, that Martian that brought back,
Right.
I think teased 2 seasons ago, it's finally coming back into play.
Yep.
Like, or even like you said, they're like at the end of season 1, right? What's his face told him he wants him to be like the Guardians of the Galaxy or whatever. Like there's like an intergalactic.
Yeah, the coalition
Uh,
of planets. Yeah.
yeah, so that wasn't in this episode.
Nope. Was not.
So I wonder what's going on with that.
Yeah, that'll be another thread. I mean, I'm
Um,
assuming Omni-Man comes back at some point, and then maybe the coalition of planets will like try and stop him or something, and Mark will have to help out with that. That's just kind of how I see that going. But
yeah, and yeah, you still got Omni Man, obviously. Like that's even another thread. There's so many threads.
yep,
And I will say, like, one character that annoyed me a little bit in season 1 was Amber, his girlfriend.
yeah,
She didn't do much in this episode, but it didn't annoy me. So that's a plus.
yeah. I never really had a problem with her.
Well, my problem with her is she'd get mad and like he's like, "Oh, I'm invincible," and the guy, "No," and she's still mad. Like, what?
Yeah,
You
that's
can't understand his position.
yeah, that's kind of a superhero trope that always. Well, I guess not always, but that's yeah, that definitely
Yeah,
happens.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess I wasn't. I'm not annoyed by her. I guess like I am like with freaking some like a Loki, like Sylvie or
Sylvie,
something. But
yeah.
it's more. I guess she was my least favorite character.
Yeah, yeah, that
Um,
makes sense.
what other things happened this episode?
Oh, right after that opening with Evil Mark, I thought the next opening in the real world where he's just like flying around helping everybody and just like you could tell
About
he's
the
just like
song,
going
yeah.
through the motions and numb and like and then he talks about it later and that song playing, that was a really good scene. I thought that was
Well,
very on
it
point.
made it. They did a good job. Like it made it feel like, man, maybe I wouldn't want to be a superhero.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like it's always like glorious, right? Like, yeah, he got powers, but in that scene, I'm like, man, he's like lonely and miserable, and it
Yep.
almost looks like boring to him right now. Like, man, maybe it's some fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, 9 out of 10. I think. I mean, the reason I guess I don't give it a 10 out of 10 is again, I just feel like there's gonna be more to it. It's like an
Yeah.
opening
It's an opening,
episode,
yeah. They're setting stuff
And
up.
I do hope that it's fine for this episode or a few episodes, but I hope Mark's not like kind of mopey the whole season. I
Yeah,
hope
I
he
don't
gets his
think he will be.
business back.
Yeah.
But besides that, like obviously I get it in this episode,
Right.
so like it's not a complaint for me. I'm just saying like I hope he gets that jokiness back. So
Yeah, it's fun. Fun to watch when he's
um,
happy and joking.
mhm. Yeah, are we missing anything else?
I think that was all the notes I had. It comes out every Thursday, is that right?
I think so, but damn
Oh,
streamers, they're only releasing the first 4 episodes.
yeah, I saw that. Does it say how long of a wait it is? I think it's because
I think
they.
it's gonna be like a 6 months wait.
That sucks. It's probably
I
because of
think
the
it's a
writer's
summer of
strike.
next year. I know, but it's just like
But yeah, that's annoying.
so we get 4 episodes, and then I have to wait like 6 months, dude. Another
Yeah.
4.
Yeah,
So
that
hopefully
sucks.
that's. But
It'll
yeah,
be
dude.
worth
Like
the wait, though.
I love it, dude. Like God, this show. So it made me like even watching the recap. It made me like God. I forgot how amazing the show was.
Yeah.